Hello, beautiful people. It has been such a long time. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Does this look familiar? Oh my god, it's so funny because this is where I made my first ever video. I wasn't sitting right here. I wasn't standing here. I was actually sitting like right there. But oh, that's so deja vu. Oh my god, it's like emotional. What day is it today? Oh, the 14th, because that's the day I made my first ever video, which makes this 2011, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 6 years! It's my 6-year anniversary, guys! My 6-year anniversary! I'm sorry, I don't know what's wrong with me. I just realized this, like, it all just kind of came and tumbled out my mouth. Not planned. But yeah, it's my 6-year anniversary. 6 years on YouTube. It's been a freaking slice. Anyways, I am back in London. Can you see the Londonness? Can you see on my skin the lack of sun? No, it's actually really sunny right now. It's beautiful. Today I just wanted to tell you guys about some of the things that I missed after being away from London for so long. 6 years, guys. I was gone for 6 years. Like 6 years ago to this day, I left. I had my suitcase, I rolled it out of that door and I didn't come back. No, that's a lie. Came back every year up until this point. I was gone and I missed London more than I thought I would, which is weird because it's London and I thought I wanted to leave it forever. But I'm back and I'm probably going to be here for a little while, aside from any traveling I do. Other than that, I'm going to be here. I've like moved back to Europe. I'm staying. I'm staying, bitches. I'm staying. Anyways, so I made a blog post about 7 things I missed about London and lots of people liked it. Lots of people enjoyed reading it, I think, because it was shared a lot. So I thought that I should make a video on it. 7 things I missed about living in London. Number 1, healthcare. Oh my god, I know the NHS is in a disarray right now. Like, things aren't great. I'm not gonna lie, things aren't great, but it's free. Let's be real, it's free. Okay, you don't have to pay for it. In Canada, you have to pay for it. So I was in Korea, you pay 50% of it. In Canada, you pay 100% of it. I'm joking, no, you pay, it's subsidized as well. So you pay a certain amount a month, which turned out to be like $70 a month if you're a foreigner. So yeah, $70 a month to be on MSP, and that covers like most of the stuff, kind of. I learned this the hard way, how beautiful healthcare is and how much and underappreciated it is, and how without it, like, I don't even know what people are doing out there, iron-ons. I don't know. I feel bad for you guys. I'm sorry. Like, for anyone who's has to pay a ridiculous amount to just have some basic human rights and care. Basically, what happened was, let me just tell you guys, it was New Year's Eve a couple of years ago and I was screaming in pain, crawling across the floor, and had to like drive to the hospital. For starters, none of the thingies were open because it was New Year's Eve, so none of the doctor's offices were open, and none of them, like, when I got there, because by the time I was like, oh crap, I can't take this anymore, like I thought my body was like gonna explode. Something's gonna explode in there. I don't know what's going on, but it's not right. So I needed to get to a hospital, and I got to A&E and they were like, it's gonna cost you $2,000 to see a doctor and maybe get some x-rays, maybe, if you need any. But that doesn't include any treatment, any drugs, anything that you get. Doesn't include your stay in a hospital, any of that stuff. And I was like, what the heck? And I was like, just do it. Just do it, because you're in so much pain you can't walk, you know, like you need. I couldn't. I was like, I've got about $2,000 left in the bank and I'm not gonna be spending it here today because I still got some time left before my visa even happens, and I'm not gonna. And you know what, looking back on that, I was probably really stupid for doing that, and it's a good thing that nothing like terrible was happening to me, you know. So I was like, I can wait about 6 more hours until the doctor's opens. I'll just take some paracetamol or whatever, Tylenol, strongest drugs I can get my hands on, and then go to sleep. And the next day I'll go to the doctor's office, which is what I did, and it cost me $250 to see a doctor instead of $2,000. So lesson number 1, get freaking travel insurance. And I had a good reason, you know, I had a really good reason anyways, but yeah, because my visa hadn't started yet and I was waiting to start my travel insurance when I got my visa, like when I was starting my visa, instead of starting it now, because otherwise it would have messed up everything. But yeah, that's number 1. I appreciate the NHS, I appreciate free healthcare, we need it, and I hope they don't mess it up, you know. Like, it has been a kind of godsend, really, you know, to my family. So number 2, diversity. I missed all the beautiful colors of London. Even the tourists, I miss you guys too. I miss everyone. I missed just seeing the varying colors and shades of brown and pale to chocolatest, darkest chocolate brown. I missed all those colors. In Canada, I only saw like 3 shades, and actually it was like 2 shades, and that was just, it was depressing for my eyes. My eyes were like, where's my culture? Like, where are my peoples? It was just me. And then people would stare at me, it was just me. And I didn't want to be just the only black person everywhere I went. So yeah, let's just leave it at that. I'll make another video on that one day, but diversity. Vancouver wasn't the biggest, it wasn't the most diverse city ever. Even though everyone who lives in Vancouver seems to believe it is, it's not. Number 3, I missed the London weather. I missed the rain. That doesn't last all day and is not terrestrial showers, except for last week where there was this weird time where it was storming, which was strange. I mean, it's not strange really, it's London, but London does not rain a lot, okay? Everyone in Vancouver I met, they're like, you're probably used to all this rain. It rains a lot in London, doesn't it? I'm like, no, it does not. It really doesn't. It's grey, yes, okay, we have clouds. But the rain levels, no. It actually rains twice as much in Vancouver in a year than it does here in London. Fact for you. Check out the article and you'll see the real facts, like it's an actual quote. We had a great summer this year. It was weird, it was really nice, it was sunny and it was just beautiful. I was happy. I came back, it was like 35 degrees, which was not cute because like I was sweating. It was okay because it was sunny and I hadn't seen the sun in a while because for some reason it was like raining all the time in Vancouver. Just kept raining and it was cold. It was like the winter did not end. Winter was coming all year, the longest winters ever. Yeah, so there's that. I missed London's weather. It's unpredictable, yes, but when it's good, you know? This one's the kicker. The cost, oh my God. The cost of living in Vancouver was so expensive. After going from Seoul in Korea, where the cost of living is dirt cheap. Like, you're getting meals, living like a king, maybe you can $7, $6, and you're getting a full meal, like a couple of courses. I call it that because it's like side dishes. But yeah, like, just think, all that food for such little amount, and then moving to Vancouver where everything suddenly was double at least the price. It was ridiculous. I didn't realize how expensive it was to live there because I assumed it would be cheaper, and I don't know why. For some reason, I felt like I've been told this, that it was cheaper there. It's not cheap. It's so expensive living in Vancouver. The cost of rent is ridiculous. The housing crisis is crazy. Like, there's rent. Getting a place for 800 is impossible. Here, you can find a place for £500 if you go through the council. Like, you know, like they don't really have that either. It's not, everything out there is very private owned. Most of it is. Majority of housing is privately owned. So landlords can put whatever price they want on it. A lot of the houses and flats in Vancouver are unoccupied. They've been bought from outside, and the people who bought them don't live in them. They just buy them as an investment or a place to put their money or a place for their future grandchildren or whatever, and they don't live in them. So then housing is really rare and scarce as well. So yeah, it was expensive, and the cost of food, the cost of travel was cheap. Actually, the cost of traveling within Canada, so expensive. You had to pay ridiculous, like from London to Toronto, from Vancouver to Toronto was more expensive than me flying from Vancouver to London, like double the price. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Flying to New York was cheaper than flying to Toronto. So it would make sense for me to fly to New York and get a bus up to Toronto, like a couple of hours. It would still be cheaper. I could probably do a tour for cheaper on bus than flying to anywhere in Canada. So yeah, it's really expensive to fly within Canada. Flying outside is not so bad, but to get the closest place to go is America, and then after that you have to travel how long to get anywhere. So yeah, that limited my traveling a lot, which kind of made me sad. But I did go to America a couple of times, so that was nice. But yeah, I missed being able to go anywhere. Hi Asia, hi Europe, hi everywhere else that is not so crazy expensive and far away from London. Number 5 are the endless things to do here. There are so many things to do that if I don't want to do anything, I don't even feel bad, because I know there's a million things I can do if I really want to, you know? But in Vancouver, you're very limited to the things you could do. Seoul, there were lots to do as well. I don't know if it's like, I don't know. London is just a massive city and it's a hub and it's booming, and there's so much always happening here that there's a lot to do here. I felt like there weren't as many things to do in Vancouver, and I understand the city size and all those things. Yeah, I missed being able to just be like, this is the kind of activity I want to do, and look online and find a way to do it. Hello.
Wow.
Hello, that's my brother. But yeah, so lots of things to do in London. So many things. Go to the theatre and it doesn't cost $200. Or you could just fly to Europe for a weekend and that could be like £60, maybe £100 if you're including the hotel. Like, I'm sorry, just my heart, London. Number 6 is basically an extension of number 4 in the traveling side of things. Is I miss the tube. I miss being able to go to any part of the city and any part of the country easily by train, which you do not have in Canada. The infrastructure is different in Vancouver. It's just not built that way. You're not meant to leave the city. They don't want you to leave. They really don't. I swear down. But yeah, you can't get anywhere unless you drive. But here, you can go anywhere. You don't need to drive. People who drive, it's kind of redundant for them as well. I know so many people who drive who just don't drive in the city, which makes no sense. I'm like, what do you need your car for? Please tell me. I understand my mum, she drives to work. A lot of people, they don't drive to work. You just have a car for no reason. But yeah, so yeah. Traveling, the tube, it smells and people are crazy, but you can get anywhere. And that's important. And finally, number 7 is the family and the friends. I missed my family and my friends. Being away is hard. Homesickness is real. Even though I came home a lot, I still was missing so much that I felt like I could never do enough when I came home. It was always like, let's meet up and do this big thing. But it was not real. It wasn't like, let's hang out and just talk or hang out because we want to. It's like, you have this time constraint, so you're fitting everything in that small time. I kind of like being here now and being like, you know, choosing that I want to go hang out with my friends. I want to go and hang out if I want to. Making friends in Vancouver is really hard, which is a whole different video. And I was just talking really fast because I'm trying to get through this. And I'm at 15 minutes and it's really hot. And I'm sweating.
No.
Hello. Come say hello to the camera.
No.
No. My brother does not want to say hi. He's just got out of bed. He sleeps until, you don't want to know, man. Dude is nocturnal. But anyways, yeah, it's missing my family and friends, watching my friends have kids and get married and all those things. I'm just like, I want to be over here, like seeing this in first person eyes, you know? I saw my friend's baby. He's the cutest little human, like, I just couldn't do it no more. So I'm back and Kyle is coming to join me and I'm engaged. In case you didn't know, I'm engaged. I don't have the ring on. I should show you the ring. I feel bad. No, I'll show you guys when Kyle comes if you haven't seen it on my Instagram or Facebook already. But yeah, I need to resize it. So that's 7 things I missed about living in London. I'm sure there's loads more. There are a few others that I didn't add because I want to kind of talk about this separately. I'm blogging now. I have a new blog. It's called abbyabroad.com and that's where I do all my blogging stuff. I'm kind of going back to the traditional ways, to the roots. I kind of like writing, so I'm going back to doing lots of writing. It's going to be a crazy rest of the year and then an exciting new year. I can't wait. I'm so excited to like live life here in London and explore and experience this city again, like with new eyes, because I've been gone since basically 2008 when I went to university. So it's interesting. I'm loving it, man. I'm just like walking around smiling, people look at me like I'm crazy, but I love it. I don't care. Is it London? Because it's epic city. Ah, it's so beautiful. I love this place. I do miss the mountains though. I miss the mountains and the lakes and the wildlife. Even the bloody raccoons, you know, try to freaking shank you. But yeah, I miss all of that, and the skunks who try and squirt you. Yeah. Bye guys. I'm really hungry and it's hot. So I'm gonna eat now. I'm so hungry. Bye bye. Annyeong.